Thank you for joining me for my Scorn review. Developers Ebb Software and published by Kepler Interactive. I am sure by now everyone has described Scorn as a mix between Myst and an H.R. Geiger painting come to life. They would be correct. When playing Scorn, I felt like I was playing an alien simulator with the gore turned up to 11. In the game, it's like you landed in an alien breeding ground. You half expect a xenomorph to drop from this ceiling and kill you. Atmosphere is king in Scorn, washing you in a biomechanical world full of flesh and incomprehensible machines. I would call it beautiful if I wasn't constantly being nauseated by the torture porn that permeates the entire playthrough of the game. Scorn is probably one of the nastiest games I have played. Things are squashed, torn, and disemboweled. This game is not for the faint of heart, be warned. However, for those who can stomach it, Scorn offers mystery and intrigue around every corner of its eerie, twisted world. I was always wondering what new Silent Hill-esque monster I would run into next. Then there are the guns that you discover throughout the game that seem to fuse themselves to you. They range from the starter alien second mouth gun that snaps out to a fleshy gun that shoots alien egg pellets. They're quite inventive, even if sometimes using them is a chore. Which brings me to the combat and the UI. For the longest, I couldn't figure out how to load my gun with ammo. I had to change to an alternate controller layout because I couldn't get the basic layout to work. Then there is the regaining health mechanic that I didn't know existed because nothing is explained. In the case of loading your gun, that's just bad design in my opinion, but in the case of the health region, that one may be my own fault since I didn't look at the control scheme in the menu. The fact that Scorn doesn't explain anything can be good and a bad thing. Your mileage may vary on that dynamic. For me, I like to figure out on my own to an extent, but simple things like loading your gun should be more transparent, I think. Leave the mystery to the game world and how to navigate it, but let the fundamentals shine clearly a little more, I say, but to each his own. Enemies can be frustrating due to these inconveniences. However, once you know when to run and when to fight, the combat and in turn the encounter with enemies becomes much more bearable and even fun at times. The story, on the other hand, is incomprehensible, and I feel will leave people flummoxed at what really Scorn is about. I can only guess that Scorn deals with the cycle of death and rebirth and the inescapable journey from one to the other. But it could just be about an alien world where hive-minded entities hatch people in eggs, torturing them in all sorts of unique ways. But yeah, I have not a clue what Scorn's exact premise is. Once again, your mileage will vary on the story component of Scorn. What I can say is that I inexplicably still found myself playing Scorn to its befuddled conclusion. I labored through this sometimes tedious combat, while still enjoying exploring the hideous biomechanical, sometimes beautiful world of Scorn. To its benefit, it is only 5 to 6 hours long, and you can get all the achievement except for one in one playthrough. The one that you missed, you can go back and get after you finish relatively easy. I got all the achievements doing this, and I don't usually get all the achievements in a game. Some achievement hunters may like that, so there's that. Okay, so let's put our feelings about the game into a number. I give Scorn a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again when we venture into the void.